G'day there, my name's City Slicker from Sydney, Australia, and this is my first YouTube video, something I've been meaning to do for a while. A little bit nervous actually, speaking into my iPhone, kind of interesting. Been a YouTube member for several years now, enjoyed watching many regulars on there, particularly from the US and Europe. Max Kaiser, Peter Schiff, a few other guys, Man of Truth, and a whole stack of others. So basically I'd like to start off my first video talking about the Australian property bubble. We've all seen what's happened in the US and parts of Europe, Ireland, Spain, UK, property markets, but Australia and Canada, I believe, have been the two countries to have, bypassed this downturn in the short term, mainly due to the resource boom, the printing of money, the supposed boom in China, which is going to last for the next 20, 30, 50, 100 million years. So, it's an interesting situation. Basically, the Australian property market is a much bigger bubble than was ever in the US before it crashed a couple of years back. So, I've been predicting for a little while now that the end is nigh, or the bubble is about to burst at some time. But it's interesting, as of late, the spin in the media, the lies and deceit that are being transmitted through the media, through the banks, government, PR agencies that are hired by the banks in particular. Story came out today saying that Australian property prices will double by 2019. The average price in Australia now is over the $500,000 mark as an average. In Sydney, within the 10-kilometre radius, you're looking now at $1.2+ million for an average 2 to 3 bedroom house. Absolutely ridiculous. Salaries haven't gone up over the last few years, and with the global downturn I can't see salaries going up over the next year or two. So basically the masses are being fed a lie. I believe the banks and the government are really afraid of a crash in the property market, which would have disastrous ramifications for the economy if the property market was to move into negative territory. So interesting. Basically, it's my first video, so the plan is to come out with a few more videos, hopefully many more, but in the short term focusing on the Australian property market and why young people in particular shouldn't be sucked into borrowing bucket loads of money. If anything, you should be saving, steer away from debt. We're by no means out of this global financial crisis. And just imagine every young person decided not to borrow and just saved. What would happen to the property market then? It would crash, very simple. And obviously bankers are aware of this, so they're spreading lies. It's ridiculous that Australia should have a shortage of land. I mean, it's an absolute scam and a lie. It's highly controlled by the governments, how much land is released. But what they don't realise is massive amounts of debt will eventually lead to disaster, regardless of how you want to play this game. Excessive amounts of debt are not sustainable. Anyways, first video. Hopefully hoping to make many more, and interesting to see how this comes out and how my head shows up on YouTube. Alright, catch you guys later from Sydney, Australia. Cheers.